Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I basically wanted to make a video on my daily study routine after coming back from coaching. So yeah, before we start the video, I just like to have an introduction. So my name is Anusha Verma and I scored 610 out of 720 in NEET 2025 with an All India rank of 790. And yeah, welcome to the channel. So yeah, let's begin. So my study routine after, when I used to go to coaching used to be a little bit different than the one that I used to do when I didn't go to coaching. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the, probably the I thing that comes. Anyways, so my coaching used to get over at 5 p.m. and what I used to do then is basically everything my study routine from coming home to going to sleep. That used to be my study routine. And what I used to do, basically, my coaching used to get over at 5, and by 5:30 max to max, I would reach home. It was just very close by, 7-8 kilometers, probably. But yeah, and so I used to reach home by maximum 15-20 minutes. And something that I started to do in 12th and even in the ending of 11th is that when I used to come home in the auto, we used to basically read our NCRTs when we used to come home. So basically, I would always try to read either physics or chemistry NCRT when I was coming home in the auto, and that would be around 15-20 minutes, and it would just very light reading because I didn't want to I felt like if I would just start taking a rest right now, I wouldn't probably be in the mood to study when I go home. So whenever there was a test nearby, maybe this weekend is the test, I would definitely read NCRT. And even in 12th, it became a regular daily habit to do that. But in 11th, if there was a test coming up, then I would definitely, read in my auto as well. And what happened when I reached home? So I reached home at around 5:30. And what I used to do in 11th, right? In 11th and also in 12th, when there was the test had just gotten over, then I would take break till 6:15, 6:30. I would watch TV, phone, whatever. But in at the ending of 12th, and also when boards and NEET was also coming up, and also if there was test coming up on the weekend, then what I would do, I would basically just go to my room, close the door, sit on my desk and start continue reading the NCRT because I wanted to maintain that flow. So I would just continue reading the NCRT for 15-20 minutes, and at the same time I would also have some food to eat after coming back from coaching. So I'll have my food while reading NCRT. And then what I would do is around for 30 minutes I would read. So almost by 6:15 I would read NCRT only after coming home. And then after reading that, I would most probably I would do my homework of coaching, and if there was no homework of coaching, then I'd probably just read my module. But most of the time there was homework from coaching, so I would do the homework. That would again take half an hour to 1 hour again to do the coaching homework. And this includes all subjects, right? So generally we would have physics homework only most of the time, so that would take some time to solve the questions, do the beginner boxes and all of the in-text questions basically. So that would take some time, and I would do that for half an hour to 1 hour. I would do the homework, and after doing homework to have my concepts strong, whatever we had been learning in class, I would go ahead and watch a YouTube lecture of that same concept if I had not understood it properly, because obviously conceptual understanding is the primary thing that you need to focus on, right? If your concepts are not good, then you can't solve any type of questions, especially the hard questions, right? So I would basically open YouTube and I would watch the lectures from that. And if you're wondering where I watched it from, so I have made a whole video on that. You can probably link, I'll probably try to link it, but I'll just tell you in short. For physics, I watched Alak sir's whiteboard lectures, old whiteboard lectures. For chemistry, I used to watch Pankaj sir and also the Competition Wala channel. And for bio, I used to refer to Ritu Ratewal ma'am. She has her own channel. I even used to use her app. Alright. But I have done a whole detailed video on all the resources that I use, so you can go and check that out if you want. And yeah, so by this time, I would finish reading my NCRT at around 6, and then I would do my homework for 7:30 to baj jate the. Okay, and then from 7:30 to 8:30 I would watch the YT lectures. Okay, I would do that, and then I would take a break. Okay, for 1 hour I would take a break, and this time I would again go walk my dog, or and I would have dinner after that. Okay, and whatever, and if time is left, I would just enjoy whatever. So I used to do that till like 9:30. It used to be done, and then 9:30 again I would start studying. What I would do now, which is very important, which I would recommend everyone to do, is revise the class notes. Right, as soon as you come back from class, maybe not as soon as you come back, but the same day you should revise your class notes, whatever you had studied in your coaching or whatever in school. You should come home and you should revise those lectures as soon as you come home. Okay, on the same day. Basically, when I say as soon as you come home, I mean the same day. Okay, so I used to revise my class notes when I used to come home. The same day I would revise them, and again that would take around 1 hour, because I had to revise all of the subjects notes, right? So that would again take 1 hour, so it would be around 10:30 by this time. And also something that I started to do differently, when like 12th was getting over, boards need were coming, then I would not like dedicate separate time for eating, right? I would like eat while I was studying only, because that time you need to extract the maximum hours of study you can. But I'm talking, this routine was like around 12th middle, 12th starting, full of 11th, what I used to do. Okay, and yeah. So after doing my class notes for about 1 hour, if my class notes were like less, I would try and read the modules, right? Whatever we had, our coaching modules, I would try and read those, go through them. And then what I would do is MCQ practice. Okay, so MCQ practice had to be like, some days it would be 2 hours, but generally it would be like 1.5 hour types. I used to do my MCQ practice, and this was like for all subjects. So I would always, start with physics, do some physics MCQs, do then chemistry, and then at the end, I used to do bio. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I used to mainly focus on physics and chem MCQs right now. So from like, 9:30 to 10:30, I would like revise my class notes, and then 10:30 till like 12ish, I would do MCQ practice. And then after that, I would do my bio MCQs. And like, if I'm not doing bio MCQs, I would do NCERT reading of bio. Okay? And like generally, though I would not do bio MCQs every day, but I used to read my NCERT every day, right? So from like 12 to 12:30, 11:30 to 12:30 max, like I would try to do my bio MCQs. Sorry, not bio MCQs, bio NCERT. Max to max, it would be like 1 o'clock till I would be reading my NCERT. Okay? And this used to be like, the time I would sleep. I would go to sleep like max to max by 1:30. I would go to sleep around that time. And in the morning, what I used to do, something that I recommend each and every one of you guys to at least try, it will be like, it was a game changer for me. Okay? What I used to do in the morning is whatever topic we're going to, cover in our classroom, whatever topic the teachers are going to cover, right? I would always read that beforehand and I would go. Let's say that, today the sir is probably going to make us do solutions chapter. Okay, that's in 12th physical chemistry. So I would definitely make it a point to at least read the first 5 to 6 pages of the solutions ki, either module or NCERT. Generally, I would read module only because it's a little bit easy to understand the module. Or if I would have a lot of time, then I would like watch the lectures of solutions and then I would go to class, just so that it would be much easier to understand the concept when sir is going to teach you the concept. Okay, so this was like, I would really recommend this. Earlier in 11th, I would not do this at all, wherein I would just blindly, without knowing anything about the topic, I would just go into class, and I used to find it very, very difficult to understand the concepts. And I used to be shy of asking doubts, and I used to just think I'm really stupid because I'm not able to understand anything. But if you just take your time at the start and try to understand what's going on in this chapter, then definitely it's going to be helpful to you. So I started, in 11th middle types, I started reading the chapters, or I started, watching lectures of those chapters before we used to cover it in class. And then I started to actually see, okay, I'm actually able to, participate in the class, able to ask questions, able to answer questions. So that was a really big deal for me. And then also, I started gaining more confidence, okay, I know this concept, now I can do my questions. And if you're asking me for the biggest piece of advice that I can give you, is do not run away from questions and tests. I used to do that earlier as well, and my marks, it was not helping my marks, right? If you think that, you're not gonna, if you don't do questions, you're gonna live in that Delulu land of like, oh, maybe, when I do the questions, I'll get them. But no, question practice is a must. Daily question practice is a must, I'll say that. And regular testing also should be done, like very, very regular, right? You should not be writing tests in like once a blue moon or something, right? Have the habit of regular testing, especially like if your syllabus is done, then you should write tests every week, or twice every week. Whatever the highest frequency that you can write tests, it's gonna help you. And yeah, do not run away from tests. I ran away from test once. It was in 12th and it was a revision test. I did not know anything in that, and yeah, I did not gain anything from it. I used to run away from physics के question practice, especially because I used to be really scared of physics, and I used to be like, मुझसे नहीं बनेगी questions, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा, because you know I probably won't be able to do it. But that's a wrong thing to think. Okay, I have made a whole video on physics. If you want, you can go and watch it. And yeah, definitely, you know, at least start with your physics questions. It will be a little bit tough in the first, but like, don't worry about whether your answer is gonna be correct or not. Just go ahead and solve your physics questions. Just do it. And if it's wrong, you can see the solution, right? What's the harm, right? It's not your NEET exam, right? We want good marks in NEET. That's why we're gonna make mistakes now, so that we don't make those same mistakes later. And yeah, I think I kind of diverged from the topic a bit, but yeah, this was my study schedule after coming back from coaching. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other video recommendations, I'm thinking of doing something like how I used to revise my syllabus. If you want to watch that, let me know in the comments. I'll make a video on that next. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.